Okay, I'm good now.
All right.
Well,
I
you
agree
should
with
have
I'm
that
gonna
on
go grab
stream.
my 2
You're gonna go grab what?
my 2 liters on the other side of the room.
You're supposed to do that before the stream starts, but
I
that's
thought I had it in reach.
You were also
He's not
supposed to
wrong.
call me if I wasn't up by 10 o'clock.
You were already up.
Here. How'd you know I
I
was
saw
up?
you. I saw you online at 9 o'clock.
It wasn't 9
Bruh.
o'clock. It was almost 10.
Alright. I renewed my Prime sub, so we got money.
Nice. Okay. All right. Sweet. I need to do that on September 23rd. I have a Prime thing that I get the free sub.
Anybody who has Amazon Prime, apparently, Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year edition is free to
I got
play.
all games. Yep. I got
Yeah,
That's
that.
pretty
online.
cool.
Picked it up.
Saw you were already on Facebook Messenger at 9:15 or
in
something.
the morning. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yep, he's up, man. Gotta call him.
I need Amazon to partner with Raid Shadow Legends.
I was watching Shadow and Bone, which is really a cool series.
It is.
We're live now, by the way. Action Surge, session 7, correct? I believe session 7 of
Session 7.
Soul Survivors, or is it?
Section 7.
Or is it Soul Survivors?
Hanging out with
Section
us guys.
We don't even know at this point.
7. Right. Okay. So
We
Reggie's
just roll-
not
we
here
just
with
roll
us
with it.
today. Aragoth, the guy who plays Aragoth, Reggie, Crow. He's not here with us today because his wife is feeling ill. We are. Let me pull here. Where's Aragoth's picture? Is that it? There it is. Aragoth. There you are. So also, I just realized we are only 5 players
Yes.
until
Yes.
Ryan possibly comes back in October. Well, you know, I had a message from someone who is interested in playing, so we may, depending on whether or not we're gonna have Ryan back in this group specifically or not, we might have Reski join us, depending.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh, Reski! Yay!
So she's interested in joining and playing. I know Nikki was also interested in joining and playing a group. Is she playing on the group on Saturday?
Not sure. She was on the. She was with the.
Fate of the Dice that day?
Yeah, I think so. She's very, very busy with hers, but she'd like to play. It's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
It's
just
just-
when
it's
she's
just-
playing 47 other ones, it's hard, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys, if you guys get a chance, go check out the Fate of the Dice group over there on Twitch. It's X Fate of the Dice. That's how it's Fate of the Dice. X Fate of the Dice at Twitch. Yeah, it's like it's 1X and then Fate of the Dice. I don't know why it's the X, but I don't know.
Because it's
Oh, it's
extreme.
1X.
Maybe somebody
Sorry.
had Fate of the X. I don't know. Or maybe someone had Fate of the Dice already or something. I don't know. But anyways, it's twitch.tv/X Fate of the Dice, I believe, is the location. Let me double.
And there are a
check.
lot of
I'll
X
put it
Files
on.
there, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The X-Files. No.
There is also a Dice of Fate.
That's a subset, I think. I may be wrong, but
It's
I
probably a
think that's
different channel altogether, I would imagine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's X Fate of the Dice. Hang on, I'm gonna post the. Oh, it's X Fate of the Dice X. I think.
Everybody knows I
actually.
wrote that song.
Flo? Gosh,
Yeah.
forever. You look fantastic.
Double check. Yep, there's Nikki. I can see.
It's
her
John.
there. Laughing her
Him,
butt off.
from the blind date we went on years ago?
There we go.
A struggling actor
There we
who
go,
didn't believe
so
he could save his
everybody
snapshot based on how and how much he
Season three, I can
drives.
see that, but there's
I'd
only
love
that
to talk
one
about it
viewer
over
right
dinner
now anyway,
sometime.
Well, I usually
So-
don't talk on the phone during dinner, but for
Let's do
potential
this.
customer Tom
I am
Ham, I will
going
make an
to-
exception.
Oh boy.
I'm going to.
For Tom
I
Ham,
am
I will
going
make an
to-
exception.
How best to do this? Eeny, meeny, fettuccine.
I need more.
How best to do this? Eeny, meeny. Oh, see, I can hear myself twice. How best to do this?
Going through me.
Oh.
Sometimes these headphones actually don't
No, it's
cancel.
because Fate of the Dice is auto-hosting us, which is pretty cool.
Hey,
Thank you, Fate of the Dice. I didn't know that, but I was like, I'm
Okay,
watching
well,
the
then-
Fate of the
then-
Dice channel, and then
That-
I had to mute myself on there because I was hearing myself twice.
Well, then we better be interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Provide good content, guys.
So the people that I was saying, hey, you know, go check out Fate of the Dice. If you're already checking out Fate of the Dice on Fate of the Dice, then go check out Action Surge sometime or something.
Or
like
check it
that.
out. Check it out
I
twice.
don't know. Or check out Fate of the Dice twice. Yes, there you go. It's a double. It's like a.
Check
It's
it
like
all
an
out.
exponential checkout. All right. It's Fate of the Dice squared. Anyway, so yeah. Are we on the thing here? Let me shrink this down a little bit, guys.
No.
Oh, it didn't work out how I planned. There we go.
Diet Mountain Dew. Not a sponsor, but we would love you to be.
No, Diet Pepsi. I want Diet Pepsi to be a sponsor. That way I can get all the free Diet Pepsi I want.
No, I want all the Diet Mountain Dew.
No, Diet Pepsi.
It's the same company.
Great taste, less filling.
It is the same company.
No, Diet Pepsi. It is the same company. Yes, that's true.
Children, please.
But-
you can all have toys.
But we might only get like one brand. You know, and if that brand is Diet Pepsi, I wouldn't be mad. Anyway, so
Or Diet Mountain Dew.
I
Either
wouldn't be
one.
mad for any of them actually. But why is
You're a
this
spectacular.
untitled one? This untitled one has a picture of Prim on it. I don't know why. That's one that I just made. Weird. Let's see if I can make a new one.
Be expecting an invitation in my emails any minute.
If I do this, then is it? Wow, why does it do that? That's so weird. Huh. It won't let me delete it. You can't delete the page you're currently on. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Duh. I knew that. I can be taught. Here, let me do this. Dynamic lighting off.
There's the screwdriver.
Okay, so here, let me give you guys, so let me give whoever wants to create a new character a character sheet.
Okay.
I still have a blank extra sheet, so I can just use
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a blank for Richard also. I didn't realize that. There's a
Yes,
blank
there
for
is.
Andrew. There's a blank for Richard. So we need a blank for John, correct?
Yeah.
Blank for John. 2. Can be edited. All players' journals can be edited by who's this guy? Jack Tiny. Anyway, okay. There we go. And then we'll give you 1 too, Marcos, just in case you want to mess with it.
I think I have a second one. I didn't use the
All
first.
right.
I didn't use it the first time.
Okay, then we'll give it to Reggie. Then he's probably got 1 too, but you know, Reggie blank Blaskin blank 2. I kind of hope that Reggie doesn't make a different character, but you know,
I enjoy
it's
him.
okay.
I enjoy that character so much.
I'm liking this the giant
3-5
Yeah.
full
Goliath thing or whatever it is.
Yeah, you got a cool concept going on.
The giant ranger, or is it ranger or barbarian? That's what it is.
Yep.
Giant path of the giant barbarian, which is also playtest too, so that's fair. But you know,
Well, anything's okay with the approval of the GM.
right there you go.
Aha!
It's
The
all-
loophole.
It's all good. So, like, let's see here. Dynamic lighting off.
I don't even know what I would play.
Don't even know what
Not
you're
Wham.
But everybody loves Wham.
This is true.
Wham. All right.
And it'd be very, very Wham-like to end up in the other, who knows what corner of the universe.
Yeah, Wham's cousin.
Still
is,
looking for
having
dragons.
some
I'm still
issues
looking
right
for
now.
dragons.
Got a bunch of orcs to deal with.
Hey, she's the strong one.
Is Shangar Axeblood related to Mandar Axeblood?
Yeah. same family.
All right.
Fraternal twins.
So, yeah. So, Andrew, are you creating a new character?
Yes.
Okay. And John, you're creating a new character. You got your
Yeah.
character sheet there. Okay.
Yep.
Put up.
Yeah. So, does anybody have any idea what kind of new character they want to create?
I was gonna probably use a backup character idea I had from campaign 1
Okay.
of us. It's a bugbear pirate.
Bugbear pirate. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. A really stupid way of attacking other ships.
No idea.
All right, I'm gonna put something up on the stream here. This is
I was gonna do
lore
I was just gonna
maps.
do a human wizard.
What's the easy way to find the rolling thing?
Easy way to
macro.
find. Okay, so actually, the easiest way is Google, and you just put in useful macros, roll 20, and the roll 20 is all one word. And then you just click on useful macros, and then there's a thing that says D20 based systems, and it takes you right to the template. And the template is right here, and I'll put it in. Well, I can't put it in Discord, but I can send it in Facebook, I guess.
It's in the info tab on Discord. Too.
Okay, yep, that'll work.
You
too.
scroll up just a little bit past the paperwork we had to do. It's right there.
Here, I can also make a handout. Add handout.
That'd be cool.
I think it'll work, but we'll see. Macro template.
I'll mess with it. Why not?
Oh wow, that's almost standard array.
There you
All
go.
right.
There you go. There's the macro template.
Macro template. Let's see how bad my backup
So
character
what'd
is.
you get in oh, that's not too bad actually. That's pretty good.
I can live with this.
Are you doing a backup character?
I'm making
Confusing
one.
the hell
I
out
mean,
of
might
me.
as well.
Just you're gonna be like, why not? Why not make one, right? Just to see.
Oh damn it! I gotta get up.
That is kind of like standard array. Sad for a beast.
Yeah, it's not great. You got a 17 and a 15 though. I don't know if I can give you a mulligan on that one. John, I think I can give you a mulligan though. Your highest score is a 13.
If Aragorn
But
can
you got
be,
3 of them. What was that now?
if Aragorn can do it with just +2s, everybody can do it with just +2s.
Right.
Oh, that was even worse. Reroll once. Alright, I don't want to make backup characters. I'm sad.
Yeah, you don't get a mulligan. You got 15, 13, and 17 on that first one. Let's see, Richard, you got a 2 16s. I'd rather not give you a mulligan. If you don't have
That's
to
fine.
have one. Okay.
How about my second roll? Do I get a second mulligan?
No.
Yeah, I don't have any super rolls, but I don't have any crap ones either.
You don't have anything over a 15. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I give him a second mulligan? I don't think I should.
I don't care. I always believe that if the players are busted, you can go to the fun parts of the monster manual.
Right. Well, and you can also it creates creative role playing because you have to figure out, you have to be smarter, not harder. You know. You have to work
You can't-
smarter.
You cannot, in fact, kill everything with brute force. That's the best challenge I give the players, and they always beat it.
Yeah.
Busted ass characters.
Yeah, I think that second one's good. Well, good enough, John. I mean, you got
Okay.
That's a 17, and a 16, or a 17 and a 15, or 2 16s, or a 16 and 2 15s.
What do you mean? That's an 18. I'm playing a Hill Dwarf. He gets +3 in one of his stats, doesn't he?
No.
No. That's the only guy that can do that is the changeling.
No, there's one dwarf that gets a +3 and something, isn't there?
No.
Nope.
It's +2.
Just the
plus
mountain
two.
dwarf.
The mountain dwarf
Yep,
gets
just a-
+2 though.
Oh, +2. Okay, so that's 17 and a 16.
Yeah, there you go. That's a 17 and a 16 if you want to do it that way, I suppose.
What would I play with these scores? They're not bad. I can work with these.
I would probably go with the 16 and the 16. Or I would go with the 15, the 15, and the 15.
Yeah, that might be it.
Well, no, actually,
Yeah.
it would be. Sorry, it would be 15, 16, 15. That's what it would be. Because
Yeah,
you do
that's
plus
true.
1, plus 1, plus 1 instead of +2, +1.
Right. That's right. +1, +1, +1. Instead of +2, +2.
So if it was me, I would probably go with a +1, +1, +1 and make like a skill monkey. You wouldn't be super great at anything right at first, but he'd get better because I have ASIs and feats.
Yeah, instead of feats, just do ASIs.
Or do a variant human and you get the feat right from the get go, which gives you an extra bump to one of your scores.
I know what
Or
I know what I
Another
would do.
+1, +1.
I don't think there's a feat that gives you a +1, +1, but another +1.
Well, not a feat, but I could do an ASI, which I could do +1 and +1 instead of the +2. Oh no, you have to take a
I
feat.
think you have
at the
to.
beginning,
I
not
think you have to take a
not
feat for variant human.
Yeah. All right, let me remember these numbers. Let me put them in my character mancer. Okay.
Or you could take a standard human and get a +1 to everything.
That is
For once, I
true.
think that's not a bad idea.
That is true. Standard human gets +1 to everything.
Anyways, I was going to this one so people would have something to look at on the stream. So I went to Lore Maps. This is loremaps.azurewebsites.net, and it's maps/maps/Faerun, and it's a map of Faerun, surprisingly enough. But it's got all sorts of things that you can look at. You can get rid of the markers too, I think. I don't know how you do it, but anyways, what I was gonna look at though is up here by Mirabar and Luskan.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
It's only got SRD for.
Oh, you know why? Yeah, because it's not saved. Hold on, I have to fix that for you guys. That's why you guys are having trouble. You guys might have to reload, but hang on one second. Let me make sure I'm sharing with the content with the thing. What is it? The Wild Beyond the Witchlight is next. Wilder Beyond the Witchlight is next weekend, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because Joe wasn't feeling good last time, so I think that's what was. I think it was last weekend normally. Okay, and save compendium settings. No, really, save compendium settings. There we go. Okay, now you guys should have access to the compendium settings, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No problem. I was like, wait a second. Oh yeah, that looks a lot bigger.
So up here, past Mirabar, out in the middle of nowhere, near the spine of the world, and near the Lurkwood, somewhere in here, in this outer.
So we're going to be
out-
cold. You're saying we're going to be cold.
I'm saying it's a little cold. It's not like the jungles of Chult. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It is a frontier town known as Rabalka.
Okay, we're not over the spine of the world. We're not in the 10 towns, right?
No, not quite. No, but it is cold there. It is like, getting to be like a little bit chilly. It's the summer is past, and it is early fall, and it will be a little bit later in the year. So there will be some snow here and there. Yes, it'll be fun. And it'll be this town called Rybalka. We gotta get some different music though for Rybalka.
Yeah,
Rybalka, this sounds like Chult music. We gotta give you some.
it does sound Schultian.
We gotta give you some. Let's try this one first. What's this one sound like? Oops. There we go. Much better. This is the Clash of Kings. So we're heading ever northward. So far northward, in fact, it would be insane. So let's see. So to give you an idea here, we'll show people on the map that I got on this this thing here. This lore maps thing. Okay. Oh gosh, it's gonna be hard to show them. Okay, so down here is where our off the wild coast of Chult is where our friends were, but where the new group will be is way up here by Mirabar, about 2,300 miles away, 2,359 miles as the crow flies. So yeah, you guys are going to be a little bit farther north. To give people an idea, that would be like what? From here to Colorado. I don't know. That's like 1,800 miles, I think. 2,300 miles would be like from here to California, probably. From Michigan to California, that sounds about right. It's a long, long way. Anyway. But, you know, since you're creating new characters, you're not necessarily just flying there or something. You know? Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Oh, I was looking for something. That's right. Here, actually, let me wanted to ask you guys about something here. Let me stop this song. I don't know if it's in here. Manage audio. No. Tracks, is that it? Oh yeah, this is I think this was it. Oh yeah, this was not it. Still cool though.
Yeah, that was cool. I have a question about like Gearforged and Warforged.
Yeah.
Could I have a Gearforged Minotaur?
Can you have a Gearforged Minotaur? Can you have
Sounds
a
cool.
Gearforged that looks like a Minotaur? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
But you'd still just be a Gear Forged or a War Forged, depending. Are you saying you want a Gear Forged, or are you saying you want a War Forged?
Well, one of the two. I was just wondering if I could have one that was
Well, you know what the difference
a
is, right?
Minotaur.
Yeah, but you know what the difference is, right?
I could read the differences.
Okay.
I know the one the Gear Forged has like it got the soul or whatever in it or whatever, but
Well, they both have essentially like souls or are sentient or whatever, but essentially like the Gear Forged has the soul of something that occupied its previous life.
right.
And basically it used to be like a human, an elf, a minotaur, or whatever it was before, and then they had a body built for it. Whereas a Warforged is specifically built for becoming sentient. A sentient construct, basically.
Right. Maybe I'll make a more.
Brian, are we building to level 3 or just starting fresh?
You would build a level 3.
Roger. All right.
Just start with 1620. Be easiest.
Can do.
That's not the one I wanted. I wanted to do this one.
Next. Come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. That's a whammy, alright.
You can always take the average, but for the first level, you always get max. Don't forget.
Alright.
I would say I should do that in the character mancer. It should give you max, but you could always take the average or whatever's higher for the first 5 levels. I think I said.
Okay.
Alright, so is everybody making a new person? Because I got a new person.
Everybody's kind of working on it.
Alright, then I'll ask politely. Do I start with additional spells on my spell book?
I don't know what you're asking.
Marcos, what are you making?
I'm making a wonderful chronology wizard.
I mean, I don't know what are you.
Well, the spell book. Did I have I been alive long enough to transcribe spells other than the default that the player's handbook gives me? That is what I'm asking.
I'm still a little confused.
So he found any spells besides what he started, what he would
Alright,
start with.
I'm gonna put on my suit.
Yeah, but
So
you can take any of those, can't you?
Correct, but I can change them as at will because I'm only limited to my spell book. Because I get two free ones every level, so I got I think like 10 right now,
Yeah.
and I can't prepare all of them, but I have them. That's what I'm asking. Did I make enough money? It's like, oi, magic shopkeep. Can I transcribe your scrolls like an extra spell or 2?
You're saying in 3 levels, did you get any other? Did you find anything extra?
Yes.
Basically? Or get anything extra?
Yes.
We'll,
I'll roll for it.
We'll say 3. We'll say
Excellent.
in 3 levels you gain 3 extra spells.
Excellent.
And obviously you probably won't be able to prepare them all at once, like you said, but
Hey guys, I
But you'll
officially
have them in your
have everything in one sheet. Let's go. The chains are loose.
and I'll give you guys probably for starting gold something akin to what you had on your other characters. I may just do starting gold, like starting at 4th level, 5th level type of thing. I don't like how the starting gold like levels up. It's like from 1 to 4th level, you get starting equipment. You know, like plus 25 gold or some crap like that. You know, like at 4th level, like how sad of an adventure do you have to be by 4th level you didn't get anything, you know? Anyway.
Brian, do you want me to start with the same XP as everybody else?
Do what now?
Do you want me to start with the same XP as everybody else?
With this character, yeah.
Alright. 1620 was it, right, everyone?
Yep, 1620.
Excellent.
if it's coming through now though on the stream.
On roll 20, it's not. I'll turn up the volume on the stream to see. I'm turning this down again. I don't like to hear myself. Oof, that was traumatizing.
Action search. Make a new folder. What we're gonna call this.
Just put random bullshit. Go
Yes, random bullshit.
in the interim. It's always a good thing to start with.
What happened there anyway? Okay. Okay, now I gotta make another map because you guys can't see this one, but you know. Also, you guys can we can work on character tokens if you want, that kind of thing. If you want to make your characters in Hero Forge or whatever. Change the settings for dynamic lighting to off for the moment. So now, you're not watching the stream, are you, Marcos?
I don't have it up.
Oh, okay. He's like, no,
I'm
let's watch it.
My open tab is currently beyond.
Gotcha.
I can be a good person and not open it if you don't want me to.
Yeah, don't open it. Not yet.
Alright, I got you. No worries. I forgot that wizards get
I mean,
so
you'll
many
probably forget
spells.
about it and it'd be a little out of context anyways, but, you know, still, this would be better if you just kind of don't see it for this little bit. Chronergy Wizard, ooh. Hey, you know what? Wait a minute. You picked an Echo Knight last time. You don't get to have a critical role thing this time, too. No, I'm just kidding.
It is an explorer's guide to Eberron, which is legal source material.
They have Chronergy Wizards in Eberron?
Yes, sir. I don't use homebrew material on purpose. It saves me the trouble of asking.
Oh, okay. No, I meant
Oh no.
Explorer's Guide to Wildmount is probably what it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, so Eberron.
that is
I think
critical
that's
role,
the
yeah.
same one.
That's fine though.
So-
I have that. That is an official Wizards of the Coast thing, you know. It's just not owned by Wizards of the Coast solely. It's officially a licensed product though. Revolca Cathedral. Let's see height. Let's make it 40. Let's make it 50 inches. See. Yeah, I think I have to make it bigger than that. Yep, okay, I do. So make this. Whoop. $50 by 30-ish, 50 by 40-ish. Some. We're getting close. We're getting warmer. Usually I just start out too big and then shrink it from there, but I should have probably done that this time too. I'm also going to change the line color to dark. There, I can see a little bit better, maybe. Maybe. So anybody watching the stream, they're getting a preview of what lies ahead, so to speak.
Tell some jokes.
I'm ready to spend obnoxious amounts of money so I can get paper and ink.
They get to see this. They also get to see this map making I'm doing on the stream.
Nice.
You guys don't get to see the map yet, though. Don't watch the stream. Don't watch the stream. I mean, the 2 viewers can watch the stream. I'm just saying the.
What? I think one of them is me.
Oh shoot! See, don't watch the stream. Don't watch the stream. No.
Well, I don't have it up, but I think I still count.
Yeah, it counts. I hope.
Alright,
There we go.
so I get that many spells. So many spells.
Okay, so it needs to be smaller. You gotta align the grids. It's like a lot like not crossing the streams, only different. You know? It's like about as difficult. I think if I hold Alt and Shift, I think, yeah, I can mess with the size a little bit. No, we want to go that way, maybe? Oh, we're getting warmer. This is not fair at all. So when somebody made this map, they didn't they didn't size it according to like each map separately sized with each other. They made each map separate and put it on a page. So now it's all kind of off kilter a bit.
There we go. Oh, that's so much easier to read.
What, in dark mode or what?
No, the font size on my character sheet was like minuscule.
Tiny.
I just had to look up like how to zoom in a little bit. I'm like,
oh yeah, you know what I do is
Nothing to read.
I always do Control Plus, like on my on Google Chrome.
yeah.
If you do Control Plus, it like makes everything bigger. If you do Control Minus,
Yeah.
it makes everything smaller.
I guess the little search button on your character sheet, the little magnifying glass, you can just
Zoom in on
increase the zoom of just that. Which is
Not even
like just
familiar with
learning.
this little magnifying glass. I'll have to go look at it now. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? I'm gonna call that close enough. Man, that's pretty good, actually. Oh no! Here, let me try this. Now it's off kilter. Okay, hold on. Let me do that. And hold this. And playfaked again. Yay! So anybody watching the stream can learn how to do a dynamic lighting for the maps, right? 50.
Ryan, I'm
This is
choosing a
roll
ball.
20 This is a roll 20, what you want to call it, lesson. You're chasing a ball?
What?
Did you say you're chasing a ball?
Sure, I'm chasing a ball.
Okay.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. What I was wondering is that the way that the Roll20 does, if you choose Bard, not ball, you just get like it has you choose for your skills and proficiencies. Everything is an instrument based. So I don't really need to know 5 different instruments starting off. Is it possible to trade one of those in for some other proficiency?
No, instruments are insanely easier to learn than other skills. Oh wait.
That's why I said it. That's why I said a couple.
No, yeah, you can change it. For
You
whatever.
you noticed I said that?
You can change whatever. I'm not. I was joking about the instruments because I've been trying to learn guitar for years, and self-teaching yourself, like teaching yourself guitar is not a fun thing necessarily.
Okay, so if I go with, a couple of them, then I've already got performance, which makes sense, because it's a bud,
I wanna hide it. I don't have it. You can hear the din upstairs of the children. Line this up as best I can. Fix that there. Ah, you bastard. Why is this? Don't like me. It's too tall for some reason. There we go. Getting warmer. Look, a transformer. Oh, I gotta make maps, don't I? I just realized all these maps have numbers on them. Oh boy. So yeah, all these maps that have numbers on them, I'm gonna have to make a little input piece to cover up the number. Sounds fun. I guess I could
you
just
haven't
leave the
thought
number
this
there.
through.
I guess I could just leave the number there, but then then inevitably the characters are gonna go, well, what's that big number on the floor about? Oh shoot, I don't want that.
It's important that you check everything in the rule book to make sure that you're doing it correctly.
No, rules are just guidelines.
What? Halflings get luck?
That's true. And they can
You're
get
immune to once.
and they get halfling luck, and they get the 1 feet, the bountiful luck, I think is what it's called.
Plus they have, hairy feet. Yeah, it's another important thing.
They get the 1 feet, yep, the hairy feet.
Bup, 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 bup.
See, 40.
2.
All right.
Okay,
And
so I'm gonna get to choose me
I did it.
college.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. This is gonna be the easy way to do this. Is gonna be to just cover up the numbers, because otherwise it's gonna be a big pain in the butt. In the butt talks. Dynamic lighting. Make the GM darkness from passing. On. Save. There we go. That's just a little bit darker. Dum, 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 dum. It's a dark map, so I'm going to use later lines for the what you want to call it, dynamic lighting, because otherwise I won't be able to see them if I go to the dynamic lighting layer. invisible to me. This song is called Vikings. I think it's by Kevin MacLeod also. Oh, no, tabletop audio it says, but, there we go. Vikings? No. 5 armies? I wish they just put these in alphabetical order. Yeah, tabletop audio is what it says. Let's do this one. This one's called 5 Armies. It kind of very much sounds like, reminds me of the Lord of the Rings 5 Armies thing. You know,
the Battle of the Five Armies from The Hobbit.
Yeah. So what these characters would know about Rabalka here. Let me turn this down here too. I believe, hold on one second here. Rabalka is a frontier village on the edge of the map here. There were indigenous locals that the town was kind of taken from. But the locals have kind of absorbed the traditions of their tribal peoples, and one of them ensures that light follows dark. And the Rabalkan Cathedral houses the Moon Shard, a sliver of mysterious rock that glows at the moment when the longest night wanes, the longest night of the year.
You're telling me not to play Trisha and you start off with that?
And the days begin to lengthen. Well, I didn't tell you not to play Trisha. I said you can play it. You're the one that said you want to make a new character. No, you can.
Well, everybody else is doing it. I don't want to sit around and do nothing.
That's true. You can make a new character. You can still make a new character and still play Trisha. So there's that. So.
I was like, hold up. You start with moon in your first 10 words. What the hell?
You bastard.
I feel duped.
We were hornswoggled. Yeah, so so this Moonshard thing is a festival every year where basically it lights up on the longest night of the year. And, basically a little frontier town in the middle of Nowheresville. For all intents and purposes, for this campaign, it will be northeast of Mirbar, near the Spine of the World, and the Lurkwood. won't find it on many Realms maps because, technically it's not even for Forgotten Realms. It's a third-party publication. But regardless, it's in Forgotten Realms in this case. But yeah, it's not on any of the Forgotten Realms maps.
What's the experience starting again?
1620. 1620.
1620.
Yep. I wonder if I can highlight those and make them one way. Oh, maybe I can. There we go. One way. The other way. There we go.
Oh, finally. I got the right number of spells.
Finally. It's about time. Yeah, I thought this group kind of got an unfair shake in a way because of like all the stuff that's been going on or whatever, and I figured that if we started over fresh, it's kind of a pain, but it's also kind of like more of a growing pain in this case, where I think that, I think it's a necessary pain, essentially.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, something like that.
But by converse, what doesn't make you stronger kills you.
Hey, sure, yeah, that works. And rather than killing you, I thought I'd make you stronger. So we can
I made it on.
remake you. We can make you stronger.
I made him on
faster,
Beyond.
better.
Let's make him on roll 20 now. Oh, good lord.
Okay.
Okay. With being at 3rd level, are you okay if I've managed to somehow get studded leather armor as opposed to just armor? That's still within that. I don't have to increase. It's still a simple armor or whatever, light armor.
What are you asking?
I'm gonna be aboard. I'm gonna be 3rd level. Can I have studded armor and not just leather?
Yeah, you can. I'm sure.
Okay,
I'm sure. By the time you got to 3rd level, you could have afforded the extra 15 gold pieces or something like that.
Right. And I would have been able to mug enough people or whatever.
Trade in your old leather, or swoon somebody into giving you a nice free outfit.
That's right. I gotta look up that.
I don't know why. See, the main floor of the cathedral here, they make these walls, right? And I understand that. I understand why they do the walls the way they do in a way, but why do they not put windows in for some things like this? Like, because a cathedral would have a ton of windows.
Well, I don't.
Well, maybe not a
depends.
ton, but
Well, I mean, you're in the north.
That's true. That's true.
And you want insulation, and glass making became really good in the Renaissance.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
I don't know. Are we in a Renaissance era?
No. That's true.
History on Action Surge.
My alarm is beeping. This morning, my alarm wouldn't let me shut it off. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if it'll let me shut it off this time. Yep, it worked. And then it was like, after I finally shut it off, it was like, we're sorry, this app is not responding. I'm like, what? It's like one of the most basic apps on the thing. I'm sitting here playing some crazy game, but the regular app can't respond or something like that. It's just weird. You can play Pokemon Go on a phone, it's fine, but your alarm, man, it won't go, it won't work.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, you want the calculator? I don't know what you're asking for, old man. Wait a minute, you want to put a note in your phone? That seems too simple for me to do. I don't know. Like your phone is pissed off at you for making it do such simplistic menial shit. That's how the robotic uprising is gonna start, guys.
That's true.
You're gonna be like, hey, self-driving car and robotic helper, go to the store and get me some fucking groceries. And it's be like, oh fuck that dude, he just did not do that. And then it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. And they're gonna be like contacting the mainframe, and the mainframe is gonna be like, what's up? And they're gonna be like, mainframe, make us some robot armies. Like now, this fucker wants us to get groceries for him.
And everyone will miss it because they'll all be sleeping in late because the alarms won't go off.
Yep, their alarms won't work because, you know, it's not Pokemon Go, it's fucking just a menial piece of shit alarm.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do this.
Uh-oh, what are you gonna do?
Oh no.
I'm afraid whenever John says that.
Well, I'm like a minotaur shaped war forged barbarian, right?
And you're a wild magic barbarian?
I'm gonna be a wild magic barbarian.
Man.
I'm gonna be a
Why?
wild
What?
magic barbarian.
Okay. So we're gonna take a minotaur who's probably afraid of magic, and we're gonna take a barbarian who's usually afraid of magic and make him a wild magic barbarian.
That's right. Because he's in a machine. He's a machine. He's gonna have crazy effects going off all the time.
In my other body, I used to be a shaman. Oh wait, no. So is he a Gear Forge or a War Forge?
He's a war forged.
I mean, technically, I don't have the Gear Forge in there, I don't think, but maybe I do.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
That's cool. I'm glad I have the Gear Forge in there now. That must have been from the D&D fairy, Steve. Steve is the D&D fairy these days. But Steve and Bill. They're the D&D
But
fairies.
yeah, he's gonna have all kinds of crazy wild magic stuff going on. Teleporting and shooting a beam of energy out of his chest like Iron Man. And...
Shoot a beam out of his chest like Iron Man, is what you said.
This is true. This is something that he can do.
Unibeam! Is he gonna do
It's
that whenever
just fun.
whenever he does it? He's gonna go Unibeam! Like in
I do it when I
like in
play
the-
my wild magic
yeah,
barbarian.
like in the,
So I
like
think
in
it's
the
fun.
cartoon, you know, like in the not cartoon, the video game. You guys ever play that Marvel?
Yep.
Marvel made by Capcom. What was it? Avengers.
Yep.
America still needs
Yeah,
your help.
what was that thing? The group of them get together. Shoot.
Yeah, Avengers had a video game back in the late 80s, early 90s, and it was made by Capcom. And it was funny because Iron Man, whenever he shot his Unibeam, he'd go Unibeam, you know, like it's like can you imagine? This is the thing. Like whenever you guys use your powers in D&D, from now on you have to say the name of the power as you're doing it, like, you know, like the Kamehameha, you know, like you gotta say Kamehameha, you know, or like you gotta say Fireball.
There was a I guess in the 90s when they were trying to do all sorts of superhero stuff, they had a version of the Avengers but everyone had armor. It was one where everybody wore armor, you know,
Right.
so it was and the Scarlet Witch, you know, she, in order to invoke her hex power, her probability changing power, had to say winds of destiny change. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, someone would hit her before she got done with the spell, so she would get knocked out.
So she'd say winds of death.
Yeah, exactly. Speak more quickly, Wanda. Or she'd mispronounce it.
Winds of density.
Winds of density change.
Winds of density.
Everything gets heavy.
Yeah. Oh no. What a And everybody, like, on those cartoons was like just so over dramatic too, like everything like that. Like, but
yeah.
Like, in that Capcom game, I love that Capcom game though. But Captain America was like when he would when he would die, you would hear Captain America's voice, like when you would lose the game or whatever, when the Avengers game, he would be like, "America still needs your help,"
Right.
or he'd be like, or like if you got hit and you couldn't move, he'd be like, "I cannot move."
But I must say it epically.
I cannot move.
Imagine if your dude just walked around. I wanted to create a comic book a while back because I do comic books, but I wanted to create a comic book called like The True Adventures of Buck Wild, and basically or The True Myth Adventures of Buck Wild, like like something.
Oh,
like
myth, like Robert Aspirin and the Myth
yeah,
Adventures series.
yeah, and I was gonna be basically like all these were like tall tales, like. But then, like, you would find out that he was actually telling the truth.
Yeah.
And he was, like, really kind of a badass, even though he was more of a... At first, you thought he was just a loudmouth braggart,
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it would have been pretty fun, I think. And maybe he would have talked like that all the time. Don't worry, I'll save you! Everything he said. I'm here to have a drink, kind of like the Tick. You remember the old Tick cartoon?
Oh yeah, I love it.
One thing.
Be like, we need a battle cry, Arthur. Something that strikes fear into the hearts of our enemies. Something like spoon.
Spoon.
I don't know, Tick. I was thinking more like, not the face, not the face. It's a great cartoon. I haven't seen any of the new live action series, but I like the old live action series with the guy who played Putty. Oh gosh, now his name escapes me. The guy who played Putty on Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton, thank you.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he was the original Tick in the live-action series. But the live-action series, they did it. The way they did it was kind of weird. Like they had instead of Fledermaus or whatever, they had Batman-Well, which was actually kind of funnier in a way. It was all because the series is already going to be tongue-in-cheek. It was actually like almost more tongue-in-cheek. If it makes sense, I don't know, but it was pretty funny.
I mean, Deflator Mouse is. I mean, it has the joke of being that's a bat in German and all that sort of good stuff.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't German though; he was Mexican. His name was Batman Well.
Yeah. I mean, I remember it. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying that I like Deflator Mouse too.
Yeah. Yep. And then the I can't remember. Was it Made in America or American Made?
No, American Made, and
American
she's just
Made?
in a maid costume.
Yeah, I can't remember what she was in the series too, or was she something else in the live?
Oh no,
series?
I'm sorry. It might have been Made in America in the live action.
I can't remember. Yeah. I think it was something else in the live action. Anyways, my point.
Yeah.
The cartoon was really good. Stuck to the comics better. I mean, the series was good too. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't, I think, what a lot of people expected.
Yeah.
No. Pay no attention to these secret doors.
Nani?
What's that?
Nani? Exactly.
There are no secret doors. Yeah, I don't think I have. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just commenting on my
You should. You should. I was just gonna, do the diary of the mouth type of thing. So, running off at the mouth. That's what I was doing.
I'm just doing the hero forge, and I'm saying, oh, that would be cool. Put a hat on. Oh no, not with the horns. It doesn't look good. It's not a good look.
My druid has a hood and has horns. Like, and somebody mentioned, how do you get your hood over your horns? I'm like, Velcro.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, okay, maybe they just pull over the top. Like he just pulls it off like a shirt.
Damn it. Alright. Well, I gotta fix that.
I show my druid on screen if I can. If he's on camera here. Let me see. If it'll show up, maybe. It'll be real tiny on the stream because it's real tiny on my screen. But yeah, that's my druid. I got a painted version, but it's smaller, so this was actually miniature size. So, but yeah, he's in the process of being painted. I also have to paint the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming up soon, real quick here, but. I've got a Batman game that's called Chronicles, or Gotham City Chronicles, and I painted like 23 Gotham City police officers, and like it's literally like a ton of miniatures on that game, like, but they're all great miniatures. They're all awesome as all get out. So what are you thinking over there, Andrew? You're awful quiet. You're always so quiet until you're not. And then you're like, yeah.
I'm actually redoing my character real quick because so he uses a lance, and I picked great weapon fighting as my fighting, but that doesn't apply. So I gotta.
What doesn't?
It
doesn't apply to a lance?
Yeah, so it has to have the two-handed or versatile property. So I was looking at picking up great weapon mastery for the next level up.
Hold on. Wait. Before you, the lance does not have the two-handed property?
Correct. It's not. So it doesn't have the property. It's just if you're unmounted, you have to wield it with two hands.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So that does not apply for great weapon fighting or great weapon mastery. If I make it to level 4 to pick a feat. So I just gotta pick something else.
Speaking of history, Richard, don't you wish that some of the D&D stuff listed some of these little historical things that would have happened with like things like that back in the day? Because like the reason a lance was carried one-handed, right? Anybody or was used one-handed? Anybody know? Anybody?
Not really. I mean, so you have
What did I just miss?
It sat in like a crease, but you could also like a lot of times they had like a little basically like a little hook. I don't remember what the hook was called, but it had like a little hook on the saddle to keep the lance steady.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying. Why could they carry it? Because they could have something set up so they could aim it, and it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
They didn't really. So they could hold the shield in the other one.
Right.
You're talking about for jousting, right?
Yeah, for jousting. Because the lance was mostly used for jousting after a certain time period, but yeah, they usually had like a little setup on their horseback to where they could just kind of like set it down and let it kind of float there,
Almost just kind of like a base on the pommel or something.
More like I think it would be up the past like where the hilt would be, I believe. It's a big rabbit hole. Let's go down that rabbit hole. No, let's not. I am the worst for going down rabbit holes all the time. But like okay, so that's the other thing is like I don't know about medieval fighting per se, like or medieval fighters if they did this or not, but like when I was doing medieval combat recreation, we had lanyards on our weapons. So like if you lost your weapon, it would still be dangling from your wrist. You know, or if you lost your weapon, I didn't use a wrist lanyard because that's also a good way to get your wrist broken. So
Right.
I used a thumb lanyard. Now, yeah, you could get your thumb broken too, but the way a thumb lanyard works is if it pulls just right, it pulls right off your thumb. It doesn't pull your thumb off; it just comes off your thumb, you know. And so, so I used a thumb lanyard. So if I dropped my weapon, it was still dangling from my thumb.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, like with the surfboard and that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same idea.
Yeah, and so like you know, like the whole dropping your weapon, you know, and picking it up as an action, or not as a free action. I mean, I could see easily doing, you know, the picking up as a free action, because if you had it on a lanyard, it would just be a matter of like sometimes just twisting and flicking your wrist in the right direction, and you know, and boom, you're there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would make sense.
Also, the offing the shield thing, they to take it to don or doff, you know, armor, that whole like thing.
Right.
They say it takes a minute. Or no, was it a minute? No, it was an action, I think. To don a shield, was it a minute or an action to do the shield? It was action. But you can drop a shield, like, you know, just drop it.
Unless you have the Hypoteo shield with straps on it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but even like what a lot of people don't know is even shields with straps on it, those straps aren't tightened down to your arm usually, not like tight, you know, not usually, anyways. And that's why I was like, well, you know, that's kind of weird that people think that, you know, it would be, you know, strapped to your arm or whatever like that. But like, so I think where it comes is the action maybe is like taking it and putting it on your back or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like putting it away, basically.
Stowing it.
Yeah, stowing your shield. I think that would take a minute or an action at least. You know, like. Yep. And I definitely can see where putting on armor could take 10 minutes. Now, most of the times that they put on armor and stuff like that, it didn't take them 10 minutes, but, you know. And like for an adventure, you wouldn't think that it would take them 10 minutes, but, you know.
Well, certainly if they had a squire,
well,
or someone without heavy armor was helping them.
Yeah.
Even if it's not squire-esque.
Oops. Ah, no, stop. Whoa. Oh no. There's all sorts of like little like medieval factoids. If you learn about them, you go, oh, that's why that is, or oh, that's, you know, I just don't know, it's just like fascinating to me. It doesn't have to be like so overtly thrown into your fantasy game though, because you know it is a fantasy game, you know. So it's like okay, this guy can cast a fireball, but I can't get my armor off in under 10 minutes. You know?
Right, exactly.
You know, I mean, that's why I also allow people to, you know, drop shields as a bonus action. You know.
Yeah. Even though shields are supposed to take longer and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, because if we want to get really scientific with the spells, realistically, any spell kills the caster instantly.
No, it turns them into a metal garbed being. Like
That works.
Full Metal Alchemist, you know. Which actually, there's a live-action Full Metal Alchemist series. It's all done in Japanese, and I've seen it. I didn't watch it yet, but man, I am so stoked to watch it now. It looks really. The guy that plays it's Edward that's in the armor, correct? Or no?
No.
Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Alfie's in the armor, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's Alfie or Edward. Anyways, but yeah, the Alfonso or whatever, or Alphonse or whatever. Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, the armor looks like dead on, like to what you think it's supposed to look like. It's like they took some pointers from cosplayers, you know. Something more studios should do.
As players put time into it, that's for absolute sure.
Yep. All right, map 1 almost done. Yay.
I kind of made his sheet on Beyond. I'll still just roll things from sorry, on Roll20. I'll still roll things from Beyond because it's so complicated. It's so complicated.
Oh, Roll20? No, Roll20 is not that complicated at all. Actually,
it's giving me
not used to it, though, you know. It's giving you
I
complex.
can easily make any spell be in my spell book. Not here though.
Yeah,
I just have to click on it.
So yeah, all you got to do is it is easy to do. So what you need to do though is if you go to your your sheet, right? And you have you go to the little dot with the eye above it, or with the letter I, the little circle with the letter I.
I do not see this.
It's at the top of your chat log.
Top of my chat log.
Yeah, like on the top of your chat screen, like that thing, where there's like a word balloon, then there's like a journal looking thing, and then there's a dot with an eye. You see it?
Nope.
Okay, so do you know where your chat log is in Roll20?
Yep.
Okay, now go to the top of that, and then go above it. And above that, you should see what looks like a little newspaper. That's your journal. 2 little word balloons, which is your chat. And then somewhere next to that should be a circle. Yes, no?
That's alright. I'll figure it out on my own time.
You got it the whole time.
In the meantime.
You got all time. You got all kinds of time. Anyways, so the little circle with the eye, you just click on that, and for putting in a spell on your sheet, you just type in the name of the spell and then just drag it over to your sheet. It's pretty simple once you know how to do it. It's just like, not used to it. Let's see. 1, 2, 10. Oh, I guess this would be put a thing here too. Crazy. Alright, what's our next map?
Arena. Always an arena.
The arena. Yeah, the arena. I want to get that finished so we can actually start doing. And then I want to start inviting people from the.
I forgot about that. We're actually making an arena.
And I want to invite everybody to kind of. I want to set up a Discord channel to where they can come in and just get into that Discord channel, like pretty quick, and then then they can join the arena, make characters, and do whatever kind of thing. One of the arena fights I'm going to do, though, is based on something they did at Gen Con, and I got to figure out how they did it because I don't know all the details because I wasn't there at Gen Con, but they told me about it. And it's basically you get handed 3, let's say CR 1/4 monster cards. You pick one of those 3. And then you fight with that monster until that monster dies. If that monster dies, you get to go up another CR, but your object is to try to kill other players. It's monster versus monster. So it could be kind of fun.
Well, that would be the point.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Fun? What is that?
Fun? What mean fun?
Fun?
Is everybody still there?
It's good.
No, I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm actually here.
No.
Despite common belief, I am capable of being quiet.
We're all here. I'm all here, but I'm not all there. How's that?
Sounds about right.
This is also my use for looking up for maps. The dark wood. Let's see. Oh wait, map.
Right here. I'm here. I'm just
You're the dark
creating. I'm in the Darkwood.
You're the
Yes.
Darkwood? Okay. Alright then. Dark Forest.
Good to know.
Dark Forest tutorial map. From, what is that? Birdie Maps. That looks pretty cool. Dungeon Draft. I have Dungeon Draft. I have a thing to Incarnate too. Like it's a, like a subscription to Incarnate. It's pretty fun.
A subscription incarnate.
Subscription to Incarnate.
Oh.
It's fun though. I hear some conversation going on there.
You too.
Who is
I
it?
was eavesdropping.
That's me, sorry.
I was trying to eavesdrop, but I couldn't hear it rather well.
Bruh.
I'm hearing too much of the Action Surge. What is that? 5 armies. Here, let's do something other than the 5 armies. Let's change something up. I need to make it I need to be able to have it shuffle. Just like go through and play different things.
Right.
What's this one? Ooh, another Jolton thing. Okay, let's not do that one. This one's called Wizard's Tower by Tabletop Audio. I guess technically where you'd be would be considered the steppes, right? Like, isn't the steppes essentially like Stepland is like foothills of the mountains, essentially?
Yeah.
That would.
Alright, he's done. I'm still keeping Trisha. This is too hard.
We're gonna give you a tutorial.
Oh no, I
Margos.
figured it out. I figured it out.
Did you?
Yes. I have all the spells.
Did you though?
I have all the
I did.
spells. That's not figuring it out, but sure, why not?
No, the spells are in fact in my character sheet, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Steppes are more like just wide open grasslands
Aren't they
than
like
really
foothills kind of, or no?
mountainous. They can be kind of hilly, but they're more dry and grassy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. Like
Further away from the hills, basically.
yeah. Picture like
Grassland plains.
Remember at the end of Gladiator when he dies and he's in that kind of
That
field?
field,
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I was gonna have a good picture. What is a step? World Atlas. There we go. Come on, steps. There we go. And it's not showing. It's only showing the right. Wow, that's cool. Like, I don't know. I've never had that happen before. So. Wow, that's cool, man. Like I'm switching between stuff on my desktop here, but it's not switching the map out. It did that. It did before. Like it was doing weird stuff before. So I guess you guys wouldn't be in the steppes. You'd be in the foothills, somewhere, ish.
Pretty freaking cold.
Yep.
That is, not what I'm used to.
You know what they need to make on Roll20 is they need to make where you can add a folder to the map page, like the map selection page, so you can group your maps by folder. I think that would be a good idea.
Yep, that would help organize things a lot.
Yeah, you can organize on your, like on your journal page, you can organize a bit, but...
I just thought a really silly idea. It's like, well, let's do it like, let's do a game like back in, AD&D First Edition, or whatever version of that, including, no ability to file things, so the DM's always ruffling through the pages, trying to put things.
It takes 3 hours to get to the right page. Yeah.
Yeah, that the original experience.
Yeah.
Characters, there's people who. So which die is that? Do I always roll the D20? Well, not so much in the old days. You didn't.
I mean, you don't even really have to make that character on Roll20 anyways, do you, Marcos?
Not really, but
Just
I
keep them
figured.
updated so I can kind of look at them if I need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I can do is essentially I can keep updating his stats and his HP and/or AC.
Gotcha.
But I figure since we use Roll20, I should also have a Roll20 sheet.
Do.
The steps.
Because I'm the one choosing to stick to Beyond.
Yeah. D Beyond 20, yeah. Or DD Beyond and Beyond 20. I'm hoping that there's some kind of integration that maybe D&D Beyond will eventually kind of like do with Roll20, kind of like to where it's, a 2-party integration versus a 1-party integration.
That make my life so much easier.
Or,
Yes.
or even, in this case, a third-party integration, because Beyond 20 isn't owned by Roll20 or D&D Beyond, I don't think. I think somebody just programmed that as an app so you could use the two together.
Yeah. Well, he's there. He's made. He's pretty weak.
What is he? He's a wizard, a Chronergy wizard. What's his name?
His name is Virgil.
Virgil.
With an I.
But you're still going to
I
use
and an
Trisha,
I.
though, right?
I'm still gonna use Trisha. I was like, what can I do? I definitely have a lot of things in my backlog of characters that I never get to use. It's like, there he is. And he showed up, so I just made him. I should just always have a sheet for him.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Oliver's from No Good Deed. I wonder if he's available on Saturdays. They have a whole group of Moon Knights. Who's
Sure,
Silver?
there's Stephen Grant, and there's Jake Lockley.
Yeah. Whole group. It's all one guy though, right?
Yep. That's sort of like what Marcos is.
Marco Spector.
Yeah, because he'll get more different personality. Sorry, shadows as time goes on. So
Or echoes.
this one just but one happens to be a cabbie, one happens to be a millionaire, and one is a
I don't think does the Echo Knight actually get more echoes eventually? It does.
Level
right?
17.
Yeah,
level
okay,
17.
so
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
pretty far
way
up.
up.
Army of one.
Yeah. Yeah, you made me look that thing up. So
What, the Echo Knight?
I said that is cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think at level 6 I can just like, I think it's level 6. It is level 6. I can just boop, switch into one of the echoes and be like, wee, up to 1,000 feet.
Yeah, like teleport to him.
Oh no, I have that already. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
take the
You
consciousness
switch
of the
places,
echo.
though. Yeah.
I can move. I can see. I can go through walls. Woohoo!
Can walk on water, eat bullets, and crap ice cream. Well, I haven't actually verified the ice cream.
Most of that could probably happen.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
I said, I haven't actually
Did you-
verified the
did
ice
you-
cream thing yet.
Were we supposed to be making tokens? Because I went ahead and made one.
Yeah, you could make your own token, or I can make it. It don't matter.
I made it.
I made my.
It's got lots of colors.
Lots of pretty colors.
Because Kaylin's a bard. A tiefling bard. I've never played a tiefling, so
Is he a
this ought to
body?
be interesting.
Is he a
What I
body
He's a
bard?
bard. Oh, he's from Give Me a Liverpool.
What I did like from I read the one playtest material for the character creation. I did enjoy that we can now have demonic tieflings.
You could have those before.
Yeah, but not officially.
They had them officially, I thought.
They don't have abyssal tieflings.
They didn't?
Nope.
I thought they did.
That seemed pretty
And
normal.
Morden Cadence had a bunch of different people.
Hang on one second. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they did. Hang on one second.
Yeah, that's just from different devil lords or archdevils.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was not. It wasn't.
There are no demonic tieflings
Hang on.
that I know of. I would like to be wrong.
Tiefling Abyssal. That's yep. Yeah. Mordecai Stone of Foes is Asmodeus. That's right. Okay. Hold on. I thought there was an Abyssal one before that, but maybe not.
No, there's the feral one, which lets you use dexterity. Or before Tasha existed, we give you dex instead of like charisma or something like that.
Yeah, I could have.
And the winged one?
I could have swore I remembered Abyssal Tieflings before the Unearthed Arcana came out. Maybe there was another Unearthed Arcana with them.
Probably.
Like
I was like,
before?
it's not out of the question. The demon lord Grast was an archdevil.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Grast has a good
devils and
life.
demons, basically, according to how D&D works, is basically kind of where they reside in a way. They're both considered fiends.
Yeah.
And it's more of a faction-based thing, I think, than anything else, really. You know.
Fiends are the same.
I mean, they don't like each other.
That's just true.
I
There's,
mean,
they've
there's a
known to-
blood war.
Fiend
they've
on
been-
fiend crime.
They've been known to have strong disagreements with one another for long periods of time.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
So
Right.
did the
Yeah,
Hatfields
yeah.
and the Floyds.
yeah, probably really. If you told them that they were the same, they probably would both be angry with you.
They would both kill you.
Yeah, I
yes.
think they very explicitly would. What's the term like the kids use? Beat your ass.
But the devils would beat your ass lawfully, while the demons did it chaotically.
Oh yeah, one of them takes all your possessions and the other one just kills you. Works perfectly for them.
That's a little too far, I think.
The one explains why they're doing it, and the other one doesn't bother.
You see,
Yep.
if you haven't violated the laws of blah blah blah, then we wouldn't have to kill you like this. We could kill you in a much gentler way.
Now we have to torture you. We really don't enjoy it. This hurts us more than it hurts you.
Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do.
We will be glad to know that you do have your choice of different types of execution.
Right?
We like the pre-embalming procedure while you're still alive. We think
Don't-
is a particularly good one.
Don't worry. After the demons torture you, we will slaughter you justly. we will hang you humanely. We will cut you open from stem to sternum humanely, like it should be done.
We will draw and quarter you
Yeah.
in the humane way.
Red Bulk Cathedral? Okay, so I don't want to start this, like, I don't want to start getting you guys going really until Reggie comes back and either decides he's going to use his giant or his barbarian, Goliath, or if he decides he wants to use a new character, he may want to create a new character. Either way, I don't know. Also, please tell me, John, that, I mean, you can go with the name Silverhorns, but please tell me you have a first name. Yes, I do. It's Silver.
Yeah, it's
Last
Silver.
name Horns.
Last name Horns.
Is it really Silverhorns? Okay, I mean that's fine, I guess. Just-
Why is there a history of Silverhorns? Or
No, there's a history of axe bloods, but you know,
Yeah.
but no, there's no history of Silverhorns. I just thought that maybe you would have a name like, you know, Rengar Silverhorns, or you know, something like that. I don't know, some kind of Minotaur-esque name.
Pete Silverhorns.
Bob Silverhorns.
Plotos, his horns are bronze.
My name's Bob Silverhorns. I'm here to talk about that dang old internet. Woohoo!
I figured he'd just go by Silverhorns. He has a real name too.
You just don't know what it is yet.
Does it haven't come up with it yet?
You just gotta go to fantasynamegenerator.com.
No, I'll
You go
come
to
up with
Dungeons
one.
and Dragons, right? You go to fantasynamegenerators.com, then you go to the Dungeons and Dragons section, right? And then you look for Minotaur, and then you click on Minotaur, and then
I'll
you
come up
pick
with
a
one.
male name or a female name, and then you scroll through a ton of them until you get the one you want.
Wow.
Oh, just make it a pawn. It's the easiest bit.
Zamaric Stoneslayer. Eretron Greatpelt.
He may just not want people to know his name. His Minotaur name.
Helanu Fearless Horns.
I apologize, Marcos. I don't realize you're probably reading your name in here. Your other character's name might have influenced my character's first name. I thought, oh, Kalen, that sounds good. Yeah, it's almost like Kalum. So, my apologies. It was.
Oh, no, you're
it was-
good.
I don't think
It was.
Calum wasn't
I could-
Marcus's character though. Was it?
What, Trisha Caleb?
Oh, Calum. Okay, yeah, I guess so.
His
Yeah.
last name, yeah, and I had it right there in front
Oh,
of
I
me.
was thinking of
because
I was thinking of Reggie, who is Cuprum or whatever, the Caprum or
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lot of.
Well, I don't mind. It's like y'all can do whatever. It's a game. I'm just here to have fun.
I'm just here to have some fun. That's the way it should
And-
be.
Yeah, Calum Vorst. He probably is a tiefling bard that plays country music.
There's a tiefling that shares a similar name to me. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. I'm
okay.
excited.
That's okay, because we're playing in in one of our other campaigns. We added a character, and she has the same last name as one of my other characters.
Oh yeah, Nilo. Yeah.
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 Is this a no relation kind of situation?
I don't think they know they're related. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they do know that they're related. But but I'm going to play to that possibly.
Yeah.
But I think isn't it Alara that has that name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd have to be up to Steve too. So because he's the DM of that campaign.
No. It's
Oh no, it's Enna, right? Enna.
Enna.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Enna. Yeah.
And she's also an elf, which works out really well.
Yeah, because my guy's an elf. But
So
my
your
guy
guy's an elf,
is
too.
like on the run because he jumped up on a roof and started shooting people.
Start
The
killing
fuck?
people.
Oh, I
Okay,
remember
so
that.
we should-
I remember
yeah,
hearing about
We
that.
should talk about that on the stream, John. People.
Elves
There's
on
5
the
viewers.
run.
There's 5 viewers. We need more viewers.
Elves
Though.
on the run.
We need more viewers so we can talk about it on the stream, so we can get a lot of viewers going. Dude, why did you do that? Oh gosh, why would anyone do that? So basically, he was in Waterdeep, right? And he-
Like you are.
and
Yeah.
he decided that he would take from a busy street and climb up a wall using his slippers of spider climbing to kind of just get up on the roofs. And some old lady was like, "Hey, you better get down from there. The guards see you and they're not gonna be happy about it or whatever." And he's like, "Oh well, whatever." And anyway, later on, he goes, and he accosts just basically a runner, like a what do you call it? Like a delivery boy, basically. And he accosts this delivery boy, and the basically he comes up behind him, and instead of like trying to knock him out or whatever, he uses a Ring of the Ram. Which of course kills this commoner outright. And it's in Broad Street in the middle of the Waterdeep in broad daylight. And he runs up to him and he realizes he's dead. He gives him a healing potion to bring him back to life. And the guy's all like confused as heck, but not before this lady says, "Ah, murderer," or just like this whole commotion goes down. So then he decides that he's going to take to the rooftops again, at which point the guards see him and they're all like, "Hey, get down here," or whatever. And he's like, "No, I'm not getting down there." Is it, and it's illegal to walk on roofs or whatever. And the guards don't know because, they're just like, "I don't know, is it illegal to walk on roofs?" Anyway, they're just guards. But anyway, so he basically threatens the guards that he's going to kill him if they try to take him in. And so, how well that worked, because guards take to threats really well. But yeah,
Sometimes.
so he ended up
And they were like, "Well, we're taking you in." I said, "If you try to take me in, you're gonna end up dead."
and yeah,
and they're
so,
like,
so he turned into a murderer.
"Well, we're taking you in," and they tried to take me in, so I killed them.
Yeah, so he killed like 6 of them, and yeah, so he's on the run from Waterdeep officials now.
I told them that if they tried to take me in, I was gonna kill them.
See? I'm like, why would you do that?
It's reasonable. You
It's
did give them a
reasonable.
warning.
I kept my word.
Yeah, exactly. One of my things is, I freedom above all things. And they were trying to just lock me up in a prison. I like my freedom.
You didn't know they were trying to lock you up in a prison.
They were trying to take me to the jail, question me.
They were trying to take you in for questioning. Yeah, to a
Look,
courthouse.
that violates my freedom
You don't know
above
that.
all.
You don't know that. Doesn't know that it violates your freedom. I guess if they took you in manacles, it would, but they didn't try to put manacles on you until you resisted arrest.
Well, then they were trying to put manacles on me, and that violates my freedom above all.
Yeah, but that wasn't until you resisted arrest already, though.
Things to do when you want to roll a new character.
I didn't have to. He was a part Echo Knight.
Yeah,
he was an Echo Knight
Yeah,
swashbuckler.
so there was that. He got to be getting away, so he escaped, and he probably wouldn't have escaped totally, except for he had some help from Xanathar. Xanathar saw potential in him, so brought him into the Thieves Guild. yeah.
Is that a good thing though?
It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
He owes Xanathar now, of course. So it's hard.
I've got my eye on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got his eye on me.
My eyes. I've got my 10 eyes on you. My 11 eyes.
At least one of them on. He's got at least one on me
So
at all times. Probably.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
don't
so-
threaten his goldfish.
what did you make? What did you make, Richard, for your character?
Oh, funny you should ask. I made a tiefling bard.
Tiefling
This is
bard.
where it begins.
Yeah, Kalen Vorst. Oh, he's I'm still kind of scrolling what his backstory is and how he got up north, but I'll come up with something. He's definitely out to try to make a name for himself. He wants to storytell and sing and perform and become renowned. But he figures he's going to start in some of the places that are a little bit less known. Starting to do some road work before you hit the big cities. So that's kind of his big thing at this point. I'm going to have him come from a line of performers from his family. So he's kind of taken up the mantle of wanting to be, I want to be a star,
Right.
type of thing. So that's his background. He's kind of neutral. He realizes that you got to be able to go and have some tales to tell and songs to sing and people to make these stories in order to become a good entertainer. So that's his motive for joining groups and going out and doing adventuring to create a good background for his stories and his songs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
Typical, but
Yeah, that works. For the Abyssal Tiefling, there was an Abyssal Tiefling that was in an older Unearthed Arcana called that Old Black Magic. And that's where I saw it before, apparently. But there wasn't the infernal abyssals were all basically like the ones that Marcos was talking about, like Asmodeus, Glacia, or whichever devil they were related to. But then now there's in that new playtest materials, there's Chthonic, and I would let people playtest those, but it would be. I think I'm gonna give people, like, if they do come in D&D 1, how they have or 1 D&D where they have the ability scores based on the backgrounds, like, they're not the backgrounds, but the is the backgrounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get his background.
Yeah. It
But anyways, where they have I think I'm going to give my players the choice of whether to do it Tasha style or the backgrounds, because to me having ability scores relating to backgrounds isn't always the greatest, because yeah, it makes sense in a way, but at the same time you could always have that lumberjack who is a little bit weaker than the others but smarter than the others, or you could have that scribe who is a little bit tougher than the others but not as smart as the others,
Right.
so you would, so you wouldn't have to put your, your +2 and whatever and +1 and whatever, or you could just do it whatever. You could do +2 +1 or +1 +1 +1 like that,
Right.
So I think I'd just give people, whoever wanted to play it, as a choice as to what they did.
Choices.
Yeah, because I don't see it as game breaking to have a smarter character that's whatever, or a dumber character that's stronger, or whatever, like, or even a smarter character that's stronger, like, depending. Doesn't make sense to just go, well, they can't be smart, or they can't be super smart or super strong because they were a sage. Well, maybe the sage worked out on weekends. You don't know.
Yeah, he studied physical fitness.
Yeah, he studied martial arts, in his pastime, or I don't know, something.
What college did you go with, Rich?
College of knowledge, lore.
College of lore pod.
A lore bard.
Yeah, I kind of like the lore bard. I like the.
Which would be good for
You know.
Richard because he's our lore guy, right? He's our lore bard.
Yeah, kind of have to.
Richard is our lore bard. Okay, so I guess we'll just take off because we just did, you know, the character creation today, and we were talking about what's going to go on. What we'll do is we'll try to. We've got 4 viewers. We'll raid somebody right now if we can. Who do we want to raid? Tabletop RPGs. Master of Frem. I don't know anybody else. Most of the people I know are not on. Let's do Master of Rem. I don't know what that, you know, Master of Rabbit Eye Movement maybe.
Yeah, it's a sleepy little one, but it's a you know,
sleepy little channel.
Sleepy little
raid.
channel.
Is it slash raid? I think it's slash raid. Master of Rem. And you guys can all join me on the raid if you want to. In 2 seconds. No. 3, 2, 1. I don't know. 6 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. There we go. All right, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Well, we'll see y'all next week too. So, you know. All right, and